I'm Stacy. This is As the Tea Brews. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share some empties that I have with you. It's been a little while since I've done an empties video. At first we just weren't going through enough tea, or we just at least weren't finishing any teas, and so I've kind of just been letting the basket build up for a few months. So this is my basket. It's still not a ton, but I have gotten back to drinking more tea where I just wasn't drinking it as much. I might have had a cup before bed, but I didn't have like several cups a day. And now I'm enjoying tea, still sometimes 1 cup a day, but sometimes I've had, 3 or so cups a day. And so these are our empties. The first one is the one I just emptied this little package to make the cup of tea that I'm drinking now. This is raspberry cream green tea, and this is from Monarch Tea House. And from what I understand, they actually don't blend their own blends, but they buy blends that sell to many different places, and then they are able to repackage them as their own. And I know a lot of tea companies do that, and so chances are you may have tried something similar to this somewhere else. I'm not sure, but this is a nice tea. The raspberry cream kind of gives it like a creaminess, almost like a milk oolong, but it's a green tea, and it's got just a slight hint of fruitiness to it. So this is, like I said, from Monarch Tea House. They are in Brigham City, Utah, and I did do a little traveling teacup video to visit them a few months ago, and so I will try to remember to link that one. That video if you'd like to check that out. Another empty I have from them, the girls, well actually just Ellie and I drank last night, is Strawberry Spritzer, and this is an herbal tea. And these are their like sampler packets, and you can get them a whole big bunch of them on their website, or you can, if you go on store, you can kind of pick and choose what you want. But I used the whole package, sample package, to make a pot of tea for Ellie and I when we were hanging out watching something last night, and this one was very sweet. We didn't need to add anything to it. It was very sweet on its own, and it was really kind of a fun tea to try. She really liked it. She had 2 big cups of it, so I think that would mean that she likes it. Okay, the next one I have a few just individual tea packets here. So it looks like I have 3 of this honey chai turmeric vitality, and this is one that my mom introduced me to, and she brought up a box of it when she was visiting. She likes this one a lot, and the girls liked it, and it was a tasty tea. I'm sure we probably drink more, but these are the only ones that made it into my empties bin. So the next one I have, oh, you know what, I have another one from Monarch Tea House in here, and this one is the candy cane herbal, and this one was nice. It's been a while since I had this one. I gotta remember what this one tasted like. But this one reminded me a lot of cotton candy from the NecessiTeas. I think it has some similar ingredients. It has apple pieces, pineapple, marshmallows. It does have peppermint, but I didn't actually taste the peppermint. I think if I were maybe to get a bigger bag of this, I would taste the peppermint a lot more. But since it was a small bag, I might not have gotten very much peppermint in that, but it was still a good one. Okay, here is an organic tea called the Skinny from David's Tea, and I've had this sample for quite a while, and I just got around to trying it. For some reason, I didn't think I'd like it, but it was actually a nice cup of tea, and it's just oolong, pu'er, ginger, orange peel, eleuthero root, and natural flavoring, but it was actually quite nice. I was surprised that I liked that one, actually. Okay, and then I've got a couple bags, and the tag, I pulled the tags off so I knew what it was, but it's ginger turmeric tea from Trader Joe's, and that's just the little tag from the tea bag. That is one that I enjoy a lot, and I typically keep on hand for an easy nighttime cup of tea. So the next one I have is peppermint cream from Bird & Blend, and this is one, it must have come from one of their calendars that I had over Christmas time, and I actually have a giant tin of this one. I really like this tea. This is one of my favorites from them, and it's probably in my top 10 of all of my favorite teas. It's a really, really nice tea. Velvety milk oolong, smooth cocoa, and sweet peppermint, and the ingredients are just Chinese oolong, peppermint, and cocoa shells. And what's interesting is it tells you the percentage. It says 55% oolong, 25% peppermint, and 20% cocoa shells. But this is a beautiful, really yummy, lovely tea. I highly recommend this tea. Okay, the next one I have, this might be the last small tea bag, unless, let's see. There's another empty one. It looks like it must have been, because there's a yellowish tint, another one of those ginger turmeric. Is that the name of it? Ginger turmeric tea from Trader Joe's. Okay, so this one is, again, matcha from, it's just from one of the Asian stores. It's just a box tea. They're good. I like matcha. Oh, actually, here's another one. There's two of them. So I like that one a lot, especially with lunch. For some reason, I really enjoy that toasted rice and green tea around lunchtime, either with my lunch or right after it. It's delicious with lunch, actually. I like having it along with my lunch. If we go to our nearest, there's a little Korean restaurant, and this is the tea that they serve if you order green tea there, and it's really good with the meal. Okay, the next empty I have is a David's Tea, and this is gingerbread. And this is one that we really like as a latte. This one is excellent with eggnog as a latte. I don't typically drink this one plain, but it's good plain. It's a rooibos, I believe. Green and red rooibos, honeybush. So it's got honeybush and rooibos in there. So it's decaf. It's good for nighttime, but it makes a really nice, like, sweet treat if you make it as a latte at night. And I think Abby finished this one. So, okay, the next tin I have is matcha from Adagio, and this is just their plain ceremonial grade matcha. And I highly recommend this matcha. I like it a lot. It isn't bitter, and it's a good value for what you get. I believe it was about $30 for the tin, and it's 2 ounces. But you get quite a bit in here, and you only need a tiny little matcha spoon of matcha for a cup of this, and this is really good. And they have some flavored ones, and they aren't sweetened, but they are all really good, the ones that I've had at least. So, okay, the next empty I have is not a tea, actually. It is a honey, and this is from Old Barrel Tea Company, and the name of it rubbed off. I think this one was the sunflower honey, but I added a little bit of water to try and get the rest out of it. But there's still a little bit swirling around down there. But I've really enjoyed their honeys a lot. We've had maybe about 4 of them, 4 different. They have all different kinds of honey, and we liked that one a lot. So we finished that one. Okay, I'm running out of room on my tray here. Okay, so I have 2 bags of empties from the NecessiTeas, and I believe a lot of, well, not all of them, but some of the bags, some of my empties are going to be just refills that we ran out of our tin, and so we stocked up on refills, and we've refilled them. And so these are both cotton candy from the NecessiTeas, and this is a household favorite. It tastes like dessert, and it is delicious all by itself. We've had it iced, we've had it hot. It's delicious both ways. We've had it as lattes, but the last time I made it as a latte, for some reason or other, it curdled. Maybe I had more pineapple in that scoop. I'm not sure. I don't know why it curdled, if she changed the ingredients a little bit or not. Yeah, but it curdled. So we've made matcha lattes with this, using this as the water base, and then adding some like almond milk or soy milk to it, and matcha, and that was really good also. So I haven't been brave enough to try this again as a latte because I'm afraid of it curdling, but this is a delicious tea, and I hope she never stops making that tea because it's really good. Okay, now my next empty is refill after refill after refill of Lay Digestive from David's Tea. This is also in my top 10 favorite teas. I have 3 refill bags here. I just ordered another bag. I just emptied one of these into my tin, and one bag almost fills up a tin. So I have almost a full tin, and I just ordered another bag along with some other stuff that I ordered. I only ordered one because I figured I'd probably be ordering more again soon anyway, and that gives me another excuse to order, I guess. I don't know if I should be thinking like that, but I was already spending probably, I think my order was about $100, so I just ordered one more bag of this. But I do not like to run out of this one, so we like to drink this one a lot at night, and my husband and I drink it, and then my youngest daughter drinks this one. She really likes it. Abby likes this one also, but she doesn't usually choose this one as much. She tends to go for like the fruitier ones, like Forever Nuts, but we do all like this one. The tea drinkers in my household, I should say. My son doesn't drink any tea. So yeah. Okay, I have one bag of chocolate Earl Grey, and at first I didn't like this one. I wasn't sure if I liked this one, and then as you sip it and it cools down, it actually, the flavor profile changes just a little bit, and I really enjoyed this bag of tea. I did, I believe, only get the one bag of it. It's a black tea, but it had, if I remember correctly, it had rose, it has rose buds in it, but they weren't overpowering because I typically don't like rose in tea. But it had the chocolate in it and the Earl Grey flavor, and it was really nice. I liked this one a lot, so I wouldn't be opposed to having that one again. Right now, I don't need it in my collection because I've got plenty of other black teas that I could be drinking, and with fall coming up fairly soon, I mean, we're in the middle of summer, I will probably be drinking more of my fall teas, and so I think that one might have been like a Valentine-ish time tea release. I can't remember. Anyway, it was good. Okay, so I have 4 bags of Forever Nuts, obviously one of our favorites also. And these were just refills, filling up the bag, or filling up the tin. One of these bags does not fill up the tin. It takes like probably 3 of them to fill up the tin, I'm not sure. So, you know, there's 4 bags of this. I think these were my last bags of Forever Nuts, but my tin is full. And so when we get low on that, we'll most likely order it again because we like it a lot. It makes a delicious latte. It's good plain, it's good hot. I'm sure it's good iced. I don't think we've ever had it iced. I don't see why it wouldn't be good iced. We just tend to drink more hot tea in this household. Okay, second to last tea is Tahitian vanilla from David's Tea, and this one, I mean, I like vanilla, but I don't like vanilla enough for it to be the only thing in a tea. Like I just had, if you saw my last video, I bought a peppermint vanilla tea, peppermint vanilla white tea. And the vanilla and the peppermint work together really well in that, and in that case I really like vanilla, but this was a little too vanilla-y for a tea for me. I did use the last of this to make a vanilla flavored matcha smoothie, I believe, and I think I have that video on here also. I'll try and remember to link to that. And that was really delicious. I do like vanilla in desserts and stuff, but for some reason when it's just tea, I just don't want it to be plain vanilla. I don't know. So in that regard, I probably would not order this one again. Okay, and then my last bag is After Dinner Mint from David's Tea, and I liked this one a lot, but I like Lay Digestive more. And the time that I would drink this is usually at night and before I go to bed. So I probably will just stick to the Lay Digestive and not order this one again. It was good. It was a little sweeter than Lay Digestive and a little mintier, but I still like Lay Digestive better. So I'll probably stick to that one and not order this one. But I do like trying new teas. It's always fun to try new things, and you never know when a new tea is going to become your favorite. So in that regard, I'm glad I had it, and I am glad that I got to enjoy that and try it. So those are all of my empties. Let me know in the comments below if you've tried any of these teas and what you thought of them. I'd love to hear your opinion, and also what you're drinking lately. What are you finishing up? And if you have a video or a blog post or anything about your empties, I'd love to see it. So make sure to leave that link in the comments below. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.